What's up, cousins? Welcome back to another episode of So Primos. My name is Melvin Diaz.
And I'm Joe Romero.
And I'm Joe Romero.
Yes, I am Joe Romero. Everybody wants to be like me.
Yes.
Next. Thank you. Next.
Everyone wants to be like you. Everyone wants to be with you.
Everyone wants to be with me, be in me, be beside me.
Everyone's bewitched by you.
You know what someone told me?
What? Get out of my house.
I'm calling the cops. Some guy compared me to, like, you know that one scene in 300 at the very end where everybody's dying, and then the guy Michael Fassbender is like, my lord,
yeah,
it's an honor to have died by your side. And then Gerard Butler's like, it's an honor to have lived by yours. I'm Gerard Butler in this situation.
Oh! I was like, okay.
I don't know where I was going.
Yeah. So you could have. You could have just said, like, you know the movie 300, the main guy? Yeah, people compare me to him, except you had to go to this whole monologue.
Because, man, it just, people feel like it's an honor to live by my side, man.
Wait. Gerard Butler
is the main guy with the abs, and he.
So you're saying that you're kind of like the character that's honored to live by other people?
No. Yes. No.
That's what you just described.
Michael Fassbender is the one that's like, my king. It's an honor to die by your side.
It's so crazy because you every time like you get like close to the guy, that's what you call it. My king.
Well, because everybody I see around me, every male figure in my life is a king. Because I'm the kind of guy that likes to be masculine, yes, but I like to uplift men too, as also women too. But I like to show people and show men their appreciation, because a lot of times in life, men do not get appreciated as much as they should.
Yeah.
Holy crap,
dude! I love that.
Did I just get spit?
I love. And I get so. Hey, yo, Chad, did I just get spat at?
Yo, Chad, did he spit on me?
Hey, yo, Chad, that fool just spit on me, dog? What the hell?
Oh, wow.
Oh, dude, okay. that reminds me of this past weekend.
Yes.
This past weekend, your So Primos went out and hit the town, bro.
Holy crap, yes we did.
Yes. Joel and I, we went to a really cool area here in Los Angeles, and we bar hopped.
Yes, we did.
And we met a bunch of people, a bunch of random folks. But that reminds me, when I get, because you've accused me of this before, when I get drunk, I start to uplift people, and I start to give them the positive motivational speech that they've been yearning for their entire lives.
Yes, of course.
And I did do that. I did that twice in the bathroom.
Yeah.
While you were ordering us new drinks.
Yes.
Yeah. This gentleman, shout out to Andrew. He had a jersey, and in the bathroom when we started talking while we were peeing together, and he was really nice. But I told him, I was like, he's like, are you from LA? I was like, yeah, you? And he's like, no, I'm from Memphis. It's my first day in LA. And I said, welcome to Los Angeles, brother. And he was like, do you have any advice? And I'm like, hey, keep doing what you're doing. Because the fact that I like you, that means you're doing something right.
Dude,
come on, man.
Shut up, bro. That's why it took so fucking long.
That's why it took so long. You thought I was taking a number 2.
No, I was like, I remember when you told me, I was like, okay, thank God. I thought he recognized you from somewhere. And I was like,
speaking of that.
Oh my God, here we go.
Speaking of that, yes, I got yes, we went out. Yes, I got recognized. Yes, Joel was fuming.
I was very angry because we were sitting down enjoying the karaoke. Listen, shout out to the people at Barney's Beanery that do karaoke. They all fucking killed it. Unusual. I don't know if this is unusual, but everybody was like amazing. It was like it felt like a live concert.
It's actually not unusual. If you haven't gone to a karaoke night at any bar, you should go.
Yeah.
It's more fun than you think. Growing up and hearing about it in shows and comedy sets is like, oh yeah, karaoke night. Oh, I went to the bar, but it was karaoke night. Bro, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Every karaoke night that I've ever been to has always been fun as fuck.
Yeah, and I was texting all my fucking friends like, y'all stupid as fuck, man. Y'all go to Coachella, pay like $700 for fucking live music and live event.
Yeah,
I'm right here for $25 right here. Free concert.
Speaking of Coachella, the headliner this year was Green Day. Motherfucking Brian from the bar just went up there and sang Lonely Road.
Yeah.
And it was the most beautiful thing I've ever, one of the most beautiful things
I've ever experienced. It's called Boulevard of Broken Dreams. Broken Dreams. I walked this empty.
Boulevard of Broken Dreams, yes. But in my heart, it's called Lonely Road because that's how I feel when I hear it.
Oh, you felt lonely.
Oh, you're a fake fan.
No, you know. Okay, first of all, you felt very lonely. You were crying. You were upset. And we're going to post a clip of that debauchery that we did, or the whole event. And then you'll see how sad he was. But everybody was fucking good. Okay, just going back to the point. We were chilling. I was having a good ass time, right?
Yes.
This guy looks in mine and Malvin's direction. We're kind of like sitting together like a couple, right?
Well,
no, like a couple of dildos, man.
It's like whatever my length. This is like 6 feet right here.
Yeah, COVID.
Because my arms are very long.
Yes.
We were that far apart.
Okay, we're far apart, but close enough. You know what I mean? To know that we're together, like as friends and shit. So he looked our way, right? And then he was like,
he made eye contact with you.
Me. He was like, dude, right? And the only people that say that ever are people that they've probably seen the pod. Not that we get recognized, not that I get recognized anywhere, but I'm just saying like the few times that I have, they've been like, dude, love the pod. So he was like, dude, right? And I was like getting up. I was like, yes, it is me. How you doing, brother? And then he walked past me and he was like, Melvin. And I was like, oh my God. Oh my God.
And then as I'm being kind and gentle and generous with this person that has approached me, in the back of my head, I'm like, oh, Joel must hate seeing this. And I look over the corner of my eye and Joel's just like this.
Yeah.
He's like this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, that little boy.
I was like, he's not even cool.
Melvin's my friend first.
I met him first. Dude, and also, okay, so he was a nice guy.
Yes. It's someone that a fellow comedian and I love very much.
But to set this up,
yeah.
Before that, there was a man sitting by the bar. There's two beautiful women that he was trying to get at one of the girls, right? He was trying to spit game. I will say this: in the beginning, he was like, they looked like he was getting successful.
They looked like they knew each other.
Yes, exactly.
So this is like the first 2-3 minutes that we walked in, right? Because this is a bar, second floor. We go on the top, and then we go down to the second like basement area. It's kind of like more clubby, and Joel's like, hey, you got first round. I'm gonna get the second round.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get us drinks. So I was like, for sure. I'll go get us this table. He goes, and I see these two young women that are there, and this other gentleman that's just all upon one of the girls, like leaning with him, against the bar, just really up on her like arm and stuff like that. And at first, I can't distinguish what he's doing, but I'm a proponent of minding my own business. And then this is how I knew that something was up, because I noticed that you were getting the drinks and you kept looking over, right? You kept looking over. Nothing crazy. Joe looks at everyone.
Yeah.
So I was just like, you kept looking over.
He looked a little,
Yeah. And
suspicious.
Then a random woman, and shout out to women for protecting other women.
Yes.
A random woman, because we don't want to intrude. Joe, and I'm speaking for Joel and I. Like, we don't want to intrude. We don't want to ruin anyone's night. We don't want to, especially like, I don't want to like come up to someone, and we're both very tall, so it's kind of like we don't want to like mess up any vibes. Yeah. But this random woman came up and tapped the girl's shoulder, and she was like, "Do you know this guy? Yeah. Do you want me to call the bouncer?" And then the other woman was just like, she was awkward. She was like, I don't know. I just met him. And the guy was just like, dude. And I remember his face. He was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And he took a drink, a sip from his drink and stuff like that. And then they kept talking. So I'm like, oh, okay, maybe they do know each other. That's why the girl backed off.
Yeah.
Girl came back and was just like, you have to step away from her.
Yeah.
You have to step away from her. And I was just like, oh shit, this is like an actual creeper creeping on this young lady. And in that moment, I see you with 2 beers like, hey, and I was like, okay, forget.
You're on your own, baby.
I was like, oh, thank you. Yeah. But that being said, the gentleman left, right? So we're like, okay. And then,
Wait. Gentleman left. Fast forward to the karaoke. Bring us back to that moment, right? Right before we meet the homie, your homie.
Yeah.
We're having a good time. We're singing with the Boulevard of Broken Dreams. I walk a lonely road, right? We see a guy to the right. There's a table. Everybody's fucking vibing, except there's one guy in the back. And there's like this.
Oh my gosh. And it's him.
It's the fool that had to back off that woman,
got called
right?
out. He got checked.
By a woman. You know what I'm saying?
He got checked by a lady, woman. by a young lady that was looking out for other young ladies. And shout out to that young lady that did that, because I'm like, I don't know, maybe she caught like the tendencies, Because what I saw, I was just like, I wasn't sure if they knew each other.
Yeah.
I just wasn't sure if they knew each other. Because I never want to be the guy that's like, hey, little lady, is this guy bothering you?
Yeah.
And it's just like, no, it's my boyfriend. What the fuck?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? That's
and sometimes
that's weird. That's
sometimes as a dude, like if you come up to another dude, then it's like they might get hostile. And
yeah, you don't want to be a cock block.
Yeah, so you don't even know because what if they get angry, they start to fight, and then you're like, bro,
Yeah.
I'm just trying to fucking get a drink.
Yeah,
right
and then the girl is just like, what are you talking about? This is my boyfriend.
and then
it's
now
just
you
like,
look weird, like you look
because I've said this in the other podcast before. There was one time where I was driving in Chinatown at 3 a.m. leaving my old studio, and I see this couple fall to the ground in front of this bar, and I'm at a red light, right? And this guy gets up using her to get up, and she's on the ground, like it looks like she's knocked out, and he's like using her to like prop himself up, and like kind of like kneels over her, and just like I can see him go like this. Because I can't hear what he's saying. I can see him go like that. So I'm like, what the fuck? Is this guy just beating the fuck out of this woman? So I lower the window. I'm like, hey, y'all good? And then the guy's like, oh yeah, we're good. We're good. And I'm like, I don't want to hear, in my head, I'm like, I don't want to hear from you. I want to hear from her.
Yeah.
And then the girl was just like, yeah, bitch, we're good. Get the fuck out of here, bitch.
Damn.
And I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then the guy was like, I'm sorry, man. We're both just drunk. And I'm like, okay, all right. And I drove off, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
like, it looked like she was getting beat up.
Yeah, sometimes you don't know, man.
Exactly.
And, like
and then people don't appreciate it. So, you know.
and in that situation, too, it's like they were kind of they were like vibing beforehand a little bit. I'm not going to say like fucking they were like making out, but they were kind of like laughing together.
This weekend, yeah.
Yeah, they were like a little bit beforehand. So it's kind of like, I was looking at them like, okay, is this guy, is he like, he's always being like a little bit pushy, but their friends here, like the bartender's looking at him like, is he gonna say something? I'm trying to get a beer. Try to say something about him, like, is it that bad, or I can't really see. But I feel like the girl read her really, and
exactly, because I noticed that you peeped it.
Yeah,
obviously I peeped it.
Yeah,
but it wasn't enough peep for us to do anything. But it was a peep. It was just like a nice little peep. It was just like
one of these, like,
exactly. Exactly, like little side eye, like this guy, he smells.
Yeah,
it smells like marijuana. All that being said, we were enjoying the karaoke. Yes. We look over and he's like this, just like a kid that just got grounded.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, because he got checked.
Yes.
Fast forward a few minutes later, we run into my homie. Then and it's just like, oh shit, I'm just like, hey, how are you guys? And he's like, oh my god, it's great seeing you. I'm here with my homies. I want you to meet my homies. Yeah. We go to over a table full of people, and we start shaking everyone's hand, and we're just like, oh, hello. And he's like, oh, this is Melvin, this is Joel, and then it comes to that guy. Yeah. And he's like, and this is my homie so-and-so.
Yeah. And we're just like,
oh, shit. Me and Joel just look at each other, and we're just like, hi, how are you?
Yeah, it's like, never seen you before.
I think he realized, because he wasn't. Everyone was like, "Hey, nice to meet you." Everyone was really friendly, but he was like, "Hey, how you doing?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, we'll say this, man. We'll say this. He did karaoke too, and then
it was that good.
It was listen, have your fun, but if you're too plastered, if you're just like, it's like, come on, man. These guys are doing good. These guys are singing. Let them sing a song.
If you sign up for karaoke, like, don't be too drunk.
Yes.
2, know the song.
Yeah, know the song.
Know the lyrics. Love the song. That way it comes from your soul. And 3, don't sound like fucking shit.
Just you don't gotta sing good, man. You gotta sing with passion, bro.
Because it ruined the whole vibe.
Yeah, we're just like,
it ruined the whole vibe. Me and Joe were like, let's go back upstairs. A bunch of people got up and left because it was kind of like,
it's that part of this karaoke show where it's like completely obliterated.
Yeah, and then we went back up and I got recognized again by one of the bartenders.
Oh yes, dude.
And you got so upset
until
she hooked it up with shots and beverages.
Yes,
for us.
And sometimes that's the way to get over something. When someone makes you mad, or someone you get really frustrated with somebody, when they come back with a shot for free or a beer for free, you're just like, hey man, keep getting recognized.
You got upset, dude. You were so upset.
I was proud. No, because you go to the places where you know your old high school people used to work at.
No.
Right? Yes.
No, because I get recognized.
No, because you went to college with everybody from fucking Barney's Beanery. That's where you go to these places. Every single spot is some place you used to go to college with.
Well, that's what you accuse me of. You're like, oh, Melvin always wants to go to places that he knows that people recognize him. Yeah. But we've been around. I've been in your hood and I got recognized. When your car got fucking when I had to push your car. Myself.
He recognized you because not because he knew you. But he
liked the idea of
the idea of a man your size. He recognized the danger. He recognized your danger. I don't know if he recognized you.
Yeah, well, he did. He was like, Melvin?
Okay.
So I'm like...
Though he said you looked like a Melvin. What?
He said I look like a Melvin?
Yeah. He didn't say, oh, Melvin Diaz.
Yeah, he was like, your name must be Melvin Diaz.
But he would just, you look like one.
Yeah. You get upset. But why do you get so upset when I get recognized?
No, because
and look, when I say this, I don't mean like, oh, I'm hot shit. I get recognized everywhere we go. It's just I'm hard to miss.
Okay, you're missed too hard. You missed. Oh, that would kind of make sense. You missed.
It doesn't make sense.
No, because okay. I don't get frustrated. I just see your ego flare up.
Oh,
ew. Oh,
and you're afraid I might leave you.
No.
Oh, the truth comes out.
What is April Fool's again?
The truth comes out.
Okay, yes. Maybe
that clip.
Maybe I am afraid of you leaving. Is that so? Maybe you give me reasons to believe that you might leave the show if you get recognized more than 4 times in a week.
If my ego gets inflamed to a high degree that can't be stopped, you're afraid that I might stop doing So Primos.
Yes, if you get inflammation or high blood pressure due to your ego, that's a danger.
Or my sugar drops. Yeah.
Yes.
Look, I understand that, and I want you to know that that'll never happen.
Oh, really?
Regardless if I get, I have gotten recognized 4 times in a week, but like before,
because at a restaurant, where?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
That's the demon coming out. I just burped. I just go. Yeah.
You're fucking weird.
I just burped.
Hey, you know what's funny? That's the voice that you do when you get recognized. Are you Melvin Diaz? Who's asking? Right? You say some stupid ass shit like that, man.
No. I said, are you? Yo, Melvin. In the flesh.
Oh my god, that makes me sick, bro. And I'm always like, I get sick to my stomach.
Or you hate when I go like, someone's like, oh my Melvin. Oh my god, Melvin. I'm like, present. Hey, you hate that, huh? You hate when I do
affirmative. That. You say some weird shit, man. Affirmative.
Affirmative.
You can't even say it, right? You don't know what the hell you're saying. Yeah. But listen, going out with you, going out in general. Oh, also, the night didn't end there. We went to another bar. Yes, it was a good time. But we met 2 guys. We met 2 cool dudes
in the parking lot. Before we got the Uber.
And before we got the Uber, and they were showing us their vast vocabulary, the depth of the vocabulary.
Yeah. I still had a bottle.
Yeah,
I still had a little bit of the tequila left, and you and I were playing songs on your phone.
Oh yes, you know what that made me realize is I should carry a speaker everywhere I go. Because I hate when I'm playing on my phone. Do you hear this? You hear this shit? I need a speaker, like a portable.
You're the type of guy. Yeah, you're the type of guy that gets on the fucking the city bus with a speaker and it's just like,
oh hell no! I'll get a portable generator. I'll plug in my fucking speakers and shit like this, and I put my laptop and shit. Put the whole shebang.
Yeah, and then live stream it.
For content, right?
For content, yeah.
Or boombox would be sick too, man.
A boombox would be dope.
Or Google or anAlexa.
Oh, an Alexa.
Alexa, play "Can't Stop" by Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah, Alexa. No, I was gonna say something.
Say something stupid. Wouldn't that be weird to say that in a bus full of people?
Yeah.
Alexa. Yeah. Play "I Want to Hold Your Hand."
Yeah. Someone like, hey yo, shut that shit out, homie. Alexa, tell this homie to fuck off.
Fuck off, homie. Wait, that's Siri. God damn.
No, that's Alexa as well.
Huh?
That's Alexa as well.
Alexis?
Yeah. Alexa.
Oh, Alexa. Yeah. Alexa. Oh, yeah, Alexa. Yeah. Alexa talks to you back?
Yeah. She's just like,
she's got an attitude.
Now playing fuck off, homie.
She's all sassy, huh?
I know. She's just like, now fucking playing. I want to hold your hand.
This new Siri on this phone is like an Indian guy, or he's like he's like a British guy. He's like, I can't find that. I can't find what you're looking for.
Dude, you like that shit, huh?
I was like, what else can you find? I'll find.
Is his name still Siri?
No, it's like Sirium.
Sirium X.
Serial killer.
Yeah. Sirium, get directions to my house.
You don't know where you live.
Are you lost? Right here, my love.
Right here, love. Are you lost, little puppy? What the hell?
Yeah.
Just take me home. Mm-hmm. You're already home, Baba.
Look, we say that story to say that don't be that guy. Don't be that guy at the bar that gets too drunk, that starts making people uncomfortable, men and women uncomfortable.
Listen, I've been the guy that's been too drunk. Many times. I mean, especially my younger days.
Yeah, yeah.
You too. You're known to. I don't even want to say in public. Oh, you have said it in public.
What?
When you like to fall indoors or something.
Oh yes. I mean, okay. So the worst thing I've done drinking is that I went to a friend's house and I was in their bathroom, drunk as fuck, puking. And in order to get my balance, I grabbed their bathroom door from the top because I'm really tall, and to get my balance, and the fucking hinges just fall, and I fall, and I hit my head on the ground, and the door falls on me, and I sleep there for just a few minutes.
God, that's so chaotic. That's a concussion.
That's a little concussion, and it's a very bad hangover. And after that, your friends kind of look at you weird in a different light.
Yes,
but I never made anyone like purposely uncomfortable with my words and my actions. They were worried for me.
Have I yelled at people full of anger when I was younger? I yelled at somebody when I was drunk. Yes.
Strangers?
No.
Exactly.
Close friends that hurt me, right?
Exactly.
Okay. Have I cried once or twice?
Oh yeah, I cried, dude. Yeah.
Once or twice. You know what I mean? Never at I feel no matter how drunk I get at a stranger, I'm always like, oh, hello. Yes,
yeah.
I like start bowing and shit. I'm like very respectful.
yeah.
Like, hello.
Yeah.
But with close friends, I'm like, you heard me. You don't even fucking care, man.
And in the middle of that spaz, you're like, you never fucking give a fuck about me. And then someone's just like, excuse me, can I just go to the bathroom? Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how I am as well.
Yes, that's why we're so much alike, bro.
Exactly. And that's what most folks aren't built like us.
They're really not. And you know what I realized after we're going out that night? I feel like I should go out more, man. I feel like an old man sometimes.
Dog, okay, first of all, the reason why we did go out last weekend is because it was like the first weekend in 4 or 5 months that Joe was in town on a Saturday.
Yeah.
So, dude, yes, bro. I felt like that too because I'm like, man, I ever since the pandemic, because I used to go out all the time.
Yeah.
Ever since the pandemic, now I look at like going out kind of like as a chore almost.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'll go out for a friend's birthday or a friend's celebration, but like, it's just Friday, Saturday night. I'd rather just stay in and enjoy my time at home. But going out with a good friend, dare I say, a so primo, dude, come on, everything's different.
And you saw me when we hit up to that first part. I was like this. There's so many people.
Oh yeah, he was nervous. He was like, "Can you walk me to my car? I left my phone in the car."
Oh, yeah, walk me to my car.
Just like, all right. And he parked right in front of the bar. I'm like, damn, you got the best parking spot in the city.
Well, you gotta learn how to talk to people, man.
Hey, look at your parking spot.
Hey, can I park here? No. All right, I just parked there. But dude, listen. Even like sometimes I just gotta learn how to enjoy life a little bit more, man.
Really?
Yeah, learn to enjoy life and learn to enjoy life, man. I'm so consumed by like just working and the grind. You know, I used to be hating on. It's been a couple times I hate on people that are just like the grind, the hustle culture. I used to hate on people, but then I feel like I'm in it, and it's hard just for me to break away and just like, hey, just let loose, bro. Relax.
Yeah.
Listen, you're going to an expensive bar. You never really go to one. Yeah, buy a couple of drinks. You're gonna be fine, bro. Relax.
Yeah. Because when we have gone to bars, there's always been like this bar outside the city that has like 4 truckers in there, and yes, the drinks are cheap, but
the trick. Look, and I will say this: I still prefer that environment over a packed spot. But I saw the beauty of going to a packed bar and seeing the energy in there. Because if we went to like the bars I usually take you to, it wouldn't be a karaoke. There'd be one guy in the karaoke probably, and then like 3 other people in the bar, and nobody would be singing along with them, right?
Yeah.
If anything, it would be a nuisance for that guy to be singing. But I felt the energy of just like everybody in the bar. You see the dudes like on the prowl, like these horny ass dudes, and the girls like oh fuck, I don't fuck with that guy. Like they're trying to look good for these guys.
You
saw the primal energy.
You did mention that. You were like, wow, it's really primal in here. It's kind of like a zoo. It's like a zoo, like you and I are National Geographic, and I was just like, yeah, that is.
When we look around, you see the guys are just like every girl that walks by, the guys are just like,
yeah, the guys are like, hey, yo, look at that, and then the girls just like the homegirl's like, yo, he's checking you out and stuff like that, and it's just like, it's like people watching is also fun.
Yeah,
that's what I was trying to convey to you. I was like, yes, going to an empty bar with your homie is fun and everything, but like going to a packed bar with your homie. It's like it's a different animal. They're just different. They're both great, but it's just different.
It's different. I will say that the thing that frustrates me a lot about a packed bar is when you want to talk to them, and then you gotta be like, "What?" and then you gotta scream, "What? What'd you say?" I hate that part of the fuck. I hate that portion. That part of like going to a pack bar.
Yeah.
But if they're playing music, it's fun. It's fun. It's fun. Good music. You know what I mean? But like that's why I love going to like those shitty bars where they have touch tunes because like listen, you can talk to me. We can talk about life, and we can play the touch tunes. And then we can. It's like a soundtrack for our conversation.
It's like a great place to meet people too. Like, bro, that just one night, if like we met like 10, 11 different people that have the potential to be like a real life friend.
Yeah.
We wanted to.
Dude, we met those two guys at the very end. I think that was their cousin or sister or friend, maybe.
Yeah.
And these two guys were fucking making us crack the fuck up, dude. So fucking funny. Yeah. One of them had a kiss
tatted on his cheek.
And we weren't roasting him or anything. We were just like making, they were all making jokes about it. Yeah. And then the other fool secretly had a fucking lip tattoo on his neck, dude. And then that made us, and then we're all cracking up. We're all having a good time. They
understood our humor. We understood theirs. We had inside joke. After a 30-minute conversation, we had inside jokes with them. You know what I mean? Like, we followed them on Instagram, and we had that throughout the night where it's just like,
my God.
That's when people are like, oh, it's hard in LA and in major cities to make friends. Even in like small towns, it's hard to make friends, but it's just like, dude, there's friends everywhere you look, man. Yeah. It's the work that you put in. It's like anything else. It's like if you want a job, you're gonna have to put work into getting a job.
Bro, listen, I will say this, man. Maybe LA is hard. I don't know. I don't really go out to LA that much. But Pasadena is a nice spot, man. It's a cool spot. And it is a little bougie some parts. But I feel like when you go out, man, if you're not I don't know. It's hard to I don't really understand when people are like, oh, it's hard to make friends at the bars or maybe they're going to specific parts, but most of the time, if you're just kind and chill, like if you just like see a dude and like, hey, I like your shirt, bro, that's just dope. Oh yeah, I got it from here. Oh dude, yeah, I've never been there. That's cool. Yeah. And then simple shit like that. Yeah. They'll be like, they'll just open up. Yeah. If you kind of go up to them and you're just like, hey, I'm not fucking trying to compete with you or anyway. I just I like that sweater. Where do you get that sweater, man? You look fucking cool, man. Yeah. You kind of give them a compliment first and then let their guard down a little bit. And then they like, hey.
That's literally what happened with the gentleman in the bathroom. Yeah. He was wearing a LeBron James high school jersey. And I told you, remember?
You told me. Yeah, you told me.
Before I even met him, I was like, oh, damn, he's got the LeBron's high school jersey? Yeah. That's dope. We just so happens we both go to the bathroom. And as I'm washing my hands, he's just like, damn. I had a cashmere shirt, like a corduroy shirt. He's like, damn, dude, this looks so soft. I'm sorry. This just looks so soft, bro. I feel like I can sleep in that shit. Yeah. And I'm just like, bro, you complimented me, bro. I've been eyeing your jersey all night, dog. Yeah. That's like, it's like an original jersey. And he's like, yeah, bro, I got it when I was 12 years old. Yeah. And it was so big on me. Now it's like fits me snug. Yeah. And I just love this jersey. It's worn out. And then he starts, I'm like, where are you from? He's from Ohio. Yeah. So I'm from, it's that easy. Yes, dude. Alcohol and the vibes, it has a lot to do with it.
Of course.
But that could happen in the real world, like out in like the sober real world. It's just a couple more steps.
Yeah, because the alcohol kind of gets rid of like maybe the social anxiety a little bit.
Yes.
And in real life, there might be a lot more of that, which I can definitely have that. Like
exactly. It's like in real life, that conversation that me and that gentleman had, instead of boom, boom, conversation. Yeah. Maybe it's boom, 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 and then conversation. Instead of like, dude, I love that jersey. Oh my gosh. Let me tell you about it. Yeah. It's more like, I love your jersey. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Are you from Ohio? Yeah. Oh, dude, what are you doing in LA? Oh, well, I came here for work and boom. Then the conversation flows. And also, it's a little bit more work.
I also think it's better at a bar sometimes because not only because of alcohol, but people are there just for a good time.
Yes.
In real life, maybe like you go up to someone and they're like, dude, I'm having a bad day or fucking, I'm in a rush. Bro.
I'm at work. I'm my lunch, I only have 40 minutes.
I have so much on my mind right now. Like, I don't even talk to me right now, bro. Yeah. And it's not that they're dicks or people go through shit all the time, but at bars, most of the time, it's like they're decompressing, they're fucking chilling, they're going through something. And then right now they're just thinking about like, I just want to have a good time.
That night. They're just thinking about that night.
So sometimes, most of the time, it's almost like they're the nicest version of themselves. Yeah. Unless you're like just a dick alcoholic fool who just fucking angry. When
it's harassing men and
horny ass fool or some shit. You know what I mean? But for the most part, man, it's when I was younger, 2019 was a year I partied probably the most. I would go to bars like multiple times a week. So fucking much, so much. Breweries all the time. A couple times, I would call off from work, and I was fucking. I don't know why I was calling off. I was making like $10 an hour, $20 20 hours a week and shit. But goddamn, I was partying a lot, and it was You know, sometimes I miss just like going to bars and just talking to people. And also, like when you go to a bar and someone's talking, like brings up like, oh, I'm from Memphis or I'm from Ohio, and then it makes you realize this world is so big. There's so many different types of people, and then when people are from other states, like the South or the East Coast, it just makes you, oh damn, okay. It's just so cool when people are just like completely different from different parts of the world, different parts of the country, because sometimes people are just used to the people that are down the street or they went to high school with, and you know everything about them, you know where they grew up, you know the background. Sometimes listening to someone that just grew up way differently than you can learn so much.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. Yeah, well, traveling, the best part about traveling is actually traveling and seeing places. But the second best part is meeting people that you will never meet if you just stayed in the city that you grew up in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely feel like I've been become a better person this last year or two.
Because you've been traveling.
Traveling and shit. Like just seeing meeting more people, more background, more people's struggles, more people's hearing more people's stories. I feel like I'm a lot grateful for everything. And I just feel like more appreciation for meeting new people or just talking to new people, because I just feel like I've heard so many people's backgrounds and stories and like they're about their culture, and it just makes me just love people more. You know, we all are so different, but we all have so many similarities. You know
yeah, without a doubt. Yeah, 100%. That's what So Primo is about.
Oh.
At the end of the day, it doesn't matter who you are, where you come from. If you're cool as fuck, you could be our So Primo.
That's what I'm saying.
We could be cousins.
If you buy us a shot, you might be a brother.
Oh, you might be a soul brother.
You might be a soul brother. I was like, hey, you might make a spot.
Yeah. You might be S tier of the friendship.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
What does S tier even stand for? Significant?
I don't know, but it's like above the A tier.
Yeah, it's
So,
like
I don't know.
sister
Tier? Cystic tier?
Like my sister. I don't know what S tier stands for. Fucking significant other?
Maybe.
You think so?
Or stratosphere? I don't know.
Stratosphere.
I'll Google it right now.
Yeah, Google that shit, man. Google that shit, because sometimes, listen, man. And you know me, man. I'm a shy guy, bro. I'm a shy individual. Going to bars has always given me social, especially now as I've gotten older. I feel like I've gotten a lot more introverted and I've gotten more social anxiety. So sometimes it's good to just break that. I still feel like I still have it, but it's good to just be like, put yourself out there a little bit. You know what I mean? Not in a way where like, oh, I want to meet new girls or some bullshit like that, because I'm a married man. You know what I mean? But just like meeting new people and stop being so, get out of your head sometimes. Sometimes I'm in my head way too much, you know? Sometimes I'm out in the world and like, maybe I see a guy with a camera or a guy with a guitar and I want to ask him a question. I'm like, I don't want to bother this fool. You know what I mean? But maybe if I would have asked him, I would have been able to learn something new or got close with this guy. Sometimes when I just go out and drink a little bit, it just helps me get rid of like that doubt in my mind a little bit. You know what I mean?
You have a lot of doubt in your mind, huh?
Oh, yes. I was saying I have social anxiety a little bit.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's why I hate big crowds. That's why when I was like, let's go to that part. There's no one in there. And you're like, it looks a little dead. I'm like, perfect. Yes.
You were like that, yeah. You were like, let's go downstairs. And it's just like, I would look down and be like, dude, there's like 4 people in there.
Yeah, there was a bar we went to, and it was like, it was packed and shit. There was like a little line. And I was like, ooh, hell no. And you're like, no? And I'm like, let's go to that one. Let's go to 35, not 51.
Yeah,
or 52, whatever the fuck it was called.
Yeah, 51. Yeah,
let's go to 35 and shit.
35, yeah.
But listen, man, it was such a great night, a magnificent night, and maybe we'll do it again. Who knows?
Oh, hopefully we do it again, man. This shit was dope. But you know, it just further reminded me like not to be like everywhere you go, there's always like a creeper ass food. There's always you know, did my homie know that he was a creeper ass food? I don't know. Maybe not. But it was definitely kind of like seeing it in real life, because you see it in movies and TV shows and girls talk about it all the time, like how a creeper made them feel uncomfortable. But seeing it in real time, you're just like, dude, does he not realize? Like, but that's the thing, they don't realize that they're being creepers.
Yeah,
they're just fucking creepers.
Yeah,
it's like when a crazy person doesn't think that they're crazy.
Especially she's like touching her back and touching her hair.
Yeah, because and he was all up on her, dude. I don't know, man. That shit. I'm glad that girl spoke up and kind of made it known that like this fool is on some shit. And kinda, I think everyone else, including us, noticed. So that's why he kind of felt like, okay, that girl made a scene. Let me go retreat.
Yeah, retreat.
And I thought he left. That's
I thought he left
we
too.
were introduced to him.
It felt like
moments later.
And he was like rejuvenated because when he was mad in the corner, he was like, "Oh, this guy needs to be yeah, he's good. He's defeated."
Yeah.
Also, going to a park, like I said, people watching is a very strange experience because we saw this one man who felt like it's almost like he was in a movie. I felt like we were watching a movie. There was this guy, we were by the side, we were drinking, and then we saw this guy that waiting in line to get beer, and he was just kind of like zoned out.
Oh,
and he was zoned out for like I want to say like 5 or 10 minutes, man.
Yeah.
People around him were ordering drinks. I feel like he was in line and everybody just cut him, and he was just like. Right, and then we were just like, God, look at this guy, man, and he looked fucking cool.
I mean, he
man.
had that shit on.
He looked
had
cool.
that shit
he
on.
looked
Him,
cool
though.
as fuck, man.
He looked like a fucking like movie star.
He looked like a Johnny Depp like vibe, like tattoos, slick back hair, fucking good
leather jacket.
Everything looked fucking cool, but then it felt like he was going through something fucking like a tragic experience, like he got broken up with or he lost the love of his life and it was his fault. He fucked up, and then he's thinking about all the terrible decisions he's made along the way, the terrible decisions he's made that fucking ruined his life. Like even a couple of days ago, and he's thinking like, can I take it? Like, will she take me back? Did I fuck up? Like, did I fuck up that bad? What should I do? Should I call her?
Yeah.
And he was going through all these choices in this morning. It was like, which is gonna be the right? What should I do? What should I do? Right? Yeah. And we were just looking at him like, damn, he's hot. He's a hot motherfucker. But he's going.
He did look very good looking.
Yeah.
But he was just zoned out and he was just standing like Joel and I would have a conversation for like 5-10 minutes and then we look and he would still be in the same spot.
Yeah. And after a certain point, we were like, okay, is he okay?
Yeah, is he like
on drugs? Is he responsive?
Yeah.
Did someone check his pulse or something?
Is he high as fuck? He's just frozen.
Yeah, it is. And then we saw him earlier when we went back upstairs.
Yeah.
And he was playing pool with his shirt off, and I was like, all right,
he was just okay.
You're buff. I get it.
We get it.
You got tattoos. You're fucking good looking.
Stupid,
you do you hate it when good looking guys know they're good looking?
Huh? Oh well, I think like when people know that they're good looking, I think my favorite is when someone that's super hot, like men and women, when they're super, super like they're not even 10s, they're like 11s, 12s.
Yeah.
But they're like the nicest, most humble people.
Yeah.
That's when I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Like,
yeah.
Like, dude, that's awesome. What the fuck? You know?
Yeah, I like that too. When a dude is like a 30.
Yeah.
And then he just like, hey, what's up, bro? How you doing, man?
Yeah.
Oh, where you from? Oh, yeah, that's cool. I've never been out there. And you're just like, oh, then you're looking at me in the eyes.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
Shit.
What the hell are you doing talking to me right now?
Yeah,
bro?
you even want to tell him, hey, you can't be seen with me. You shouldn't be seen with me, man.
Yeah. You kind of want to tell him like, hey, just so you know, it's like, I don't sell drugs. Like,
Yeah.
I don't. You know, even like, I don't do none of that. It's just like, no, man. I thought you were cool, bro. Like, you know,
and
you're funny.
Wait, you're just talking to me to talk to me?
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah. What's wrong with that? You're cool as fuck. Like, you're my homie.
He's just like, what the hell, dude? Oh my gosh!
You mean that?
Like that, dude. That happened to me one time when I hosted. Yes, not. This is the real life. I'm not humble bragging, but I hosted a film festival at the Chinese Theater in LA.
Yeah.
And one of the creators of one of the films, he was like this 6'4", hot ass fucking white guy, bro. He looked exactly like Henry Cavill, the guy that plays Superman. And at the end of each film, I had to bring up all the creators up on stage, and I basically did the Q&A and stuff like that. And then we all went out to the after party at this like fancy ass bar in Hollywood. And I'm like getting a drink, and he was like, dude, you're really funny. And I look over and it's him. And we're like looking like straight at each other because he's 6'4", right? So, and I'm 6'5", so I'm like, we're looking right at each other. He's like, dude, you're hilarious, man. And I'm like, oh. And I got fucking nervous, bro, for the first, like, one of the rare times where I'm like, oh, thanks, man, dude. Your film was really good. He's like, nah, it's not my best, but, you know, but I appreciate that. And I'm just like, and he's humble? Oh my gosh, what the hell? Dude, I'm like, dude, and we talked for like 20 minutes, bro. He was fucking cool. And then literally, as we're talking, this like bombshell blonde, like that looks like something out of a movie, walks in like this white dress. But she looked like Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah.
Like, just like something crazy.
Yeah.
And then we both kind of notice her, and then I look back at him, and he's staring at her, and he looks at me, and he's like, "It was nice talking to you, brother."
Oh,
and I'm just like,
shit.
I shook his hand. I'm like, "Hey, great meeting you, dude." And he just goes right to her, And he's like, hey, what's up? And she's like, oh, hey. Like, literally, like something out of a movie. And I'm like, these two humans are living in a world
that we know
different from ours.
We know nothing about.
That we know nothing about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that fucking creep weirdo that we saw this weekend, he thinks he's doing the same thing that this gorgeous man is doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, yes.
And it's not working.
Listen,
brother.
our job as almost 30-year-olds, midlife crisis, 29-year-olds, let's say middle of like the good-looking scale, like 5, 6, depending on the day.
5, 6 on a good day, 7s.
4, 5, or 6, one of those, like depending on like if I'm hungover or not. You know, when I was younger, I had more hair.
Depending if I went to the sauna the night before.
When I get a hair transplant, maybe a 6, whatever.
Once I lose weight, maybe a 7.
Yes. Our job is to just be cool, man.
Yeah.
We just gotta be cool. We just gotta, and that's hard. That's hard. We just gotta be cool. We gotta like cool music.
Cool. We gotta be kind, and we gotta be funny.
Yeah, it's a lot of work, man. We gotta have so much depth, man. We gotta have so much depth as people.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like a job, man. It's very difficult. You gotta learn new skills.
Yeah.
You gotta fucking be like, oh, I only drink wine from the northeast of Ireland. Like, whoa.
Oh, Conor McGregor.
No. I only drink wine from Greenland, from the soil and the raisins from Greenland. We squeeze them and make forest wine from the delicate angels of Perithium. Yeah. They're just like, whoa, I've never heard of anything like that. Neither have I.
And then I have to be like, this is the first time I've gone out in about 2 months because I keep studying the Perillium novels found in ancient Ireland.
Yeah.
And decoding the many, many mysteries our ancestors have left behind.
Like, whoa.
What does that even mean? Exactly.
Yeah, you gotta be fucking like, oh, it's crazy. I just came from Egypt. I was in the catacombs. I was looking for the bodies of pharaohs that might still be alive. You're like, whoa, pharaohs are still alive? It depends on who you ask. There's a lot of controversies, but if you go to the catacombs deep enough, you'll save a couple people.
Exactly. You gotta be like, I just came back from Dubai.
Yeah.
We were kind of redesigning what it is to be a building manager.
Yeah.
I was there for like 3 months, and the gold out there is insane.
Yeah, and then you gotta yawn, just be like, oh, this is a Tuesday.
Yeah.
This is a Tuesday.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just hopped off a private jet after 7 hours. I'm a little jet lagged. I just came from Vegas.
I just came from the White House.
Yeah.
They need my help with the economy or something. Oh.
Yeah.
They need to what did they say? Oh, to rebuild the economy. I don't know.
Yeah. It's like, I'm sorry, the governor of California. I was just over at his place, and we were having drinks, and he goes hard. Let me just say, he goes hard.
You know him?
Yeah,
he knows me, but I know him too, man. They were asking, what were they asking you? Just how to cut the student debt in half, but I give them some ideas, and yes, like they're
just like, I'm sorry. Oh my! I'm sorry. I sat up all night with the CEO of Netflix. We were just brainstorming away, and the cocktails just got a little bit too much for us.
I just came from space. Where were you?
My name's Katy Perry.
Yeah. You heard about the Mars rover? Yeah, that's me.
Rover.
I thought that was a robot. You said I do the robot. Oh shit, dude.
Bro, you can say anything. It's like, Hey, have you heard of the International Space Station? Yeah. I'm one of the designers.
Yeah, have you heard of the Constitutional Space Station in Ireland? No. You're not, it's above your pay grade.
Yeah, have you ever heard of the Emancipation Proclamation up in space? What? No. Exactly.
It's because you're a bum.
It's my job.
It's because you're a bum.
Yeah, it's my job to keep it low key.
Whoa, you won't keep me low key, right?
She's like, maybe.
God damn, man. That's fucking cool as fuck, man.
That's stupid.
That's not stupid. That's fucking cool as shit, bro. God damn. I wish I had a life that fucking cool, man.
Yeah. We're just so primos though. So
we're just regular people, man.
Yeah. But it was cool. We'll do it again, and maybe if you guys ask, we'll like take you guys with us, and like just so you guys can see how it is to go get some beers with your so primos.
Yeah. Hopefully you won't be disappointed.
Yeah. Let us know if you want that.
Yeah, it's got to be like in the middle of a week or the weekend. for Melvin to come out.
Yeah.
It's like coming out on Tuesday or Monday.
Yeah.
And he's not like a zombie or anything.
Oh, what? Stupid. Bro, speaking of zombies, dog, I was just watching season 2 of The Last of Us.
Ooh.
And I was like, The Last of Us is a show where the zombies are infected. They're created by fungus. And in my head, I'm like, dude, what would Joel and I do in a fucking zombie apocalypse?
Bro. Oh,
You're getting choked up.
If I was in a zombie apocalypse, man, what would I do?
I mean, to start off, we're like in the worst city for a zombie apocalypse because there's so many people here that could get infected.
Oh, we would start killing everybody. Who would you kill first?
Myself.
Okay, if someone bit you,
Yeah.
and then you're a zombie. Now.
Oh, if I was a zombie.
Yeah, what were you doing first?
Ooh, I would I don't know. I don't know who I would eat first. Probably like Bill Clinton.
What?
Yeah. I've always wanted to meet Bill Clinton.
You think he would meet you as a zombie?
Yeah.
I think he would too.
Yeah.
What about Barack Obama?
No.
Let him in.
No, he'd be in Mars.
You think he'd be in Mars?
In Mars, yeah. By the Mars rover.
Do zombies are able to communicate? They're able to talk to each other like friends?
I don't think so. I think it's like one of those things where if you see a zombie running, they start running, or they smell the flesh.
Yeah.
They smell fresh flesh.
Yeah.
And they're just like, and they start, but some zombies run, some zombies walk.
Well, which zombies are we talking about? We're talking 28 days later. We're talking Last of Us. We're talking Shaun of the Dead. We're talking fucking Call of Duty, Black Ops.
Oh, we're talking about World War Z zombies?
World War Zs?
If it was World War Z zombies, we're fucked.
No, the scary zombies are 28 days later, not World War Z.
Oh, I like to make it different. I think it's World War Z zombies because they're kind of like ants. There's like this massive wall, and they just like clump together. And then they managed to...
Fuck all the zombies. You know who I want to be? I would want to be the zombie from I Am Legend, man.
Oh!
Why are these fools all shredded and shit?
And they still fuck, too? They still love?
Yeah. And I don't know if you've seen the second alternative ending.
Yes.
When he's like...
Yeah, and he like slams his head and he uses the blood to make a butterfly.
Yeah, and he sees his girl, he brings his girl out, and
Will Smith is like,
yeah. And he starts screaming at Will Smith, right? Like you almost like you took my girl and shit.
Yeah.
I just wanted my girl back and shit.
Yeah.
But he's like dressed like an emo guy, he's got like a crop top and shit.
He's like has abs.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Okay. I don't know you had to be hot to be a fucking zombie.
Yeah.
Dude. I'd be those fucking zombies.
I would be those zombies.
Because they don't look that bad. They're not like 28 days later. They got like their face ripped apart. They got bleeding
Last
everywhere.
of Us, they have like fungus growing out of this shit.
I wouldn't fuck someone who's like bleeding from their fucking mouth, like a ripped apart zombie. I would, dude. That girl from fucking I Am Legend, that zombie girl
with the butterfly tattoo.
Yeah. Once she woke up, like fucking, if she looked at me, she was like, "Hey, you want to fuck?" I'm like,
"Yeah." She'd be like, "Oh."
I'd be like, "Oh." She looked good, man.
I mean, what would you do? What would you do? Like right in this moment, you're not infected. You hear the news. Guys, bunker down. There's a zombie infection going on. People are, zombies are killing people on the street and infecting them. What would you do right there in this moment? Right?
Board up all my windows. Okay. Board up all my windows with wood.
From where? From Home Depot?
From Home Depot. Yeah.
Got a Home Depot? I just need wood.
Get a bunch of toilet paper, fucking get a bunch of wood and start boarding up all my windows. Because I think they can't open doors.
Yeah, but if you get like enough of them, like just like thousands of zombies, just the pressure, they'll like break into the wood.
Oh, I'll get a machine gun, a flamethrower. I'll get like the fucking the ammo machine gun across my chest. I'll rip my shirt off and I'll start working out.
From where?
Oh, do they ever say that in the movies where they get it? Don't they just have it?
Well, what would you do in real life?
Oh, in real life? You talking about real life?
Yeah.
Isn't that what I just said? Not real life.
I get a machine gun, a tank.
No, a tank top, not a tank. Fucking idiot. Okay, if this is real life, let's say
you would get a machine and a gun.
Let's say on TikTok, zombies are coming, right? I'll be like, yeah, right. And then I see on Insta scroll everything. Let me see, what would I do? I'll get in my car and start traveling the world.
Hey, Joey, I start putting myself first.
I'll prioritize my mental health.
Yeah.
Because what would you do? You would become a zombie quick. You can't run that fast.
Bro, I'm faster than you.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
First of all, I don't have to outrun a zombie. I have to outrun you.
Dude, I'm faster than you.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
For the first 2 seconds.
Bro, how much you want to bet?
$5. We'll film it.
Okay, that's another TikTok.
No, first of all, they'll see that on your fucking hand, that little puss. They're going for that, man.
You'll be like,
They're like, puss.
I'll be like,
They're going for that shit. They're going for that shit. They ain't going for me.
yeah, I do have this is the healed, my healed
Nothing
hand.
about me screams, I need to bite that man. Nothing about me screams he would be a leader for the infected. They see someone like you, it's almost like a challenge. A zombie looks at you, he looks at his other buddies.
They're like, buffet time.
Right? They come at you and it's almost like a challenge, right?
Yeah, but I'll just have a machete. And just when they get close, zing,
Yeah, but that's one.
decapitation.
But that's one.
Yeah. And then I'll push, zinc, push, zinc.
Yeah, but they're strong.
Not stronger than me.
I mean, they're fast.
No, because they'll still have the same strength as when they were alive.
Yeah, and then some. Okay, what if it's someone you know you love? Is a zombie?
I'd keep them in chains.
Oh, really?
Like The Walking Dead.
And also, they stole that from 28 Days Later. Yes, but
Oh, you're a 28 Days Later stand.
I am a 20 Days Later stand.
Are you excited for the new one?
Yes, a little bit. I am very excited for this movie because it's every single movie means a lot to me. Very beautiful movies, and I've rewatched them many times. 28 Weeks Later is a classic. 28 Days Later I just saw recently, a couple of months ago, and it was amazing.
Is it the new one?
Yeah, no, that's 20. That's the first one with
Cillian Murphy.
Cillian Murphy, yes. Curfew, yes.
Curfew.
Sorry, Cillian Murphy, whatever. And this new one's got Aaron Taylor Johnson. I forgot when it comes out, but dude, surviving a zombie apocalypse would be fucking hard. I don't know what we would. I don't know. It's hard to do, man.
I would. You know what I would do? I would go to the tallest skyscraper in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Kind of bunker down, reinforce everything so the zombies can't like climb up and stop. And then I would put manure and dirt on the roof of the building.
Yeah.
And I would grow crops up there.
No, you fool.
Yeah.
They would just climb up the wall. They don't like water, so I would just be in a body of water. Like an island.
An island would be
perfect.
perfect.
Like an island, and I would start a new civilization in an island. I would start fucking everything, man. I would start reproducing asexually.
What?
I would give birth and I'd deliver my own fucking baby, dude.
Oh my God.
And then it comes out like a fucking coconut and shit.
So you'd be like a clownfish.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, clownfish when like if you're a male clownfish and there's not enough females, they'll become a female.
Isn't
like they'll physically become a female and all the other male clownfish will start fucking them.
Oh yeah, because I'm trying to start a new life, a new civilization, and then I'll have to tell my kids like, they'll be like, have we always lived on this island? There was once a time where I had a family. I used to be a man. Mom, what are you talking about?
No, not mom. It would be like great grandmom.
Great grandmama.
What are you talking about?
You were once a man. I had a wife. But she was taken from me. Oh, what is that from? Batman Begins. Jesus Christ, bro. And one day you wish you'd be spared your pain. You wish this person you love so much would never existed. So you'd be spared your pain. Batman Begins when he's talking to fucking Bruce Wayne.
I know.
You look very lost,
I'm just
bro.
listening to you. I'll be like, okay.
You look lost. But I'll be telling to my great grandson who's like a cucumber, or like a fish, like a fucking hybrid of like a cucumber
it's like
pepino, a fucking fish with
like a Latino palm tree.
Yeah. What's up, fucker? And then he has like a fucking like branches and shit. He's like a Groot and shit. I'm like, yeah, I was once a boy. I was once a man. I had a wife. What happened to them? And I would just be like, I started crying. I had a great grandmama. Did I, Papa? And I just started crying and breaking down. She was beautiful. Tell me about her. She had fat ass, beautiful eyes, beautiful lips, tits. What's tits? Stop. She had a puss. What's a puss? Stop. What else does she have? She had hair. She had eyes. She had eyebrows.
Hair where, Papa?
Hair where, Papa? Don't ask.
Don't tell. Dude, we'll definitely cut that out. What the fuck? What the fuck? Tell your great grandson. Yeah, ass. You got a
No, but
fat fucking ass.
But it's like he's like a frog, man. He's not like a fucking child. Because
like a fucking salamander.
I don't have an asexual reproduction, but all I'm eating is sand. All I'm eating is fucking tree bark, fucking coconuts. So I fucking my firstborn child is like a coconut. It's like a pepino and shit. So it's like a real human child.
That's your first boy though.
It was like a crab, like a bunch of crabs around me. We had a great grandma, right? And fucking like dolphins are like, Mom, tell me about dad, right?
Yeah.
Fucking like the turtles are coming out.
Yeah.
Fucking just a bunch of sea creatures, dolphins, killer whales, great white sharks, all united, right? And they can live outside of the water.
Yeah.
So they're just like have legs and shit. And they're just walking around and they're fucking around the campfire. Great white sharks. Tell us about our great grandpa.
He was like a long white beard. Like, gather round, children. Gather
round, child. Gather round, creatures of my sperm, of my lineage. Come here.
And regardless whether they're killer whales or sharks or seals or crabs, they all have your face.
They all talk like me. What? What?
What does even a dolphin sound like? It's like a... Did you say run? Run!
Bro, dude.
Dude, if we did karaoke, that would be your song Creep by Radiohead.
To run! Whatever makes you happy. Whatever. It's so fucking special.
Shut the fuck. Bro, the way you looked at me, so fucking special. But I'm a creep.
What's a super hard song you shouldn't try singing besides that one?
Well, that was
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh, Bohemian. I've done karaoke with Bohemian Rhapsody before.
Mother. Ooh.
Oh, Locked Out of Heaven by Bruno Mars.
How's it go?
Cause you make me feel like I'm locked out of heaven for too long. It's like speeding up.
This is one, right? Dun 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 dun. Blaming on my ADD, baby.
Maybe I should kill myself.
You should.
Donna.
Maybe I should
sail. What the fuck?
What the hell? Dude, that's a song you should never sing. I'm a bail.
I'm a bail.
That's a song you should never sing, even in private, man. Yeah. Even though I used to sing that song when I would drive home from college. Sail. That song's pretty sick. Bro.
Sail by what are they called?
It's like a weird ass name. It's like a.
Oh yeah, something like that. Something
stupid like shit.
Yeah.
Wow, darling, that was a great episode today.
Dude, what the fuck did you just call me?
Holy shit! Never mind.
What the hell did you just call me?
I'm sorry. I'm still in the mode where you're like a fucking sea creature, and I'm like your great grandpa. Sorry, darling. I remember one time I called a girl sweetheart at a kickback, and we were the same age, and it was weird.
Really? I can just imagine you around. Like surrounded by all these like fucking damnation sea creatures that are all sea creatures with your face, and then it just cuts to me. It just cuts to like a random sea turtle with my face on it, and you're like, "Wait, what the fuck? What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Whoa!" It's like, "Grandpa, what are you talking about? It's me."
I would be like, "You remind me of
somebody that I used to know.
Somebody that I used to know." What song is that?
Goit. Somebody that I used. It's called Somebody That I Used to Know.
And then he's like, sing a song that my grandpa loved. Been there, done that, mess around. I'm having fun, don't pull me down. You never left me, sweep me off my feet. Burning bridges, show to show. I'll break away from something more.
Dude, that's our next karaoke song.
Been there, done that, mess around. I'm having fun, don't pull me down.
It's called Bulletproof by LaRue. Bulletproof. This time, baby, I'll be bulletproof. Anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. My name is Melvin Diaz.
And I'm Joe Romero.
And don't forget to like and subscribe and share with your friends.
Please
and
comment.
Please comment. Please comment. Please comment. And that being said, bye.
I'm lightheaded, man.